You're not one person, but a crowd of ghosts wearing your face, each one clutching a microphone and shouting over the others while demanding to be heard, performed, and obeyed. No wonder you cannot move forward when the noise alone keeps you frozen in place. The problem is that you have been performing for them for so long that you no longer realize you're the one holding the microphone. Recognizing these versions is the first step toward taking your voice back. So let us look at the usual suspects who have been running the show while your true self got stuck somewhere behind them. Number 1. The ghost of regret. This is the version of you that still lives in a year you cannot change. Replaying a single choice like a movie you hate but refuse to turn off. This one has you convinced that your real life ended the moment you made that mistake and everything since has been a lesser substitute. You're not mourning what actually happened. You're performing grief for a part you never was, as if sorrow could somehow rewrite the past. Let that ghost wander off into the distance while you stay firmly planted in the ground beneath your feet. Number 2. The apologetic child. This one has you flinching at the slightest hint of disapproval, even when no one is actually upset with you. This is the version of you that still says sorry when someone else bumps into your shoulder, still adjusts your tone to keep the peace, and still carries your parents' emotional weather into every room you enter. You're not being respectful or thoughtful. You're being a hostage to a dynamic that ended years ago. Cut that invisible string and let yourself speak without asking for permission first. Number 3. The future messiah. This is the version of you that believes you will finally deserve to exist after you hit the next milestone, whether that is a smaller waist, a bigger title, or a partner who validates your work. This one has you perpetually 6 months away from arriving, always preparing but never actually leaving. You're not running late to your own life. You're simply hiding in a tomorrow that keeps refusing to show up. Start living today, unfinished and unpolished, because that is the only way real progress ever begins. Number 4. The jury member. This one has you watching your every move from an imaginary gallery, rating your poses, your posture, and your choice of words as if you're on trial for a crime you did not commit. This is the version of you that performs for critics who are not even in the building, let alone paying attention to your smallest missteps. The courtroom is empty and the verdicts are never coming. Dismiss yourself from the stand and walk out of the door because it is open. Get out. Number 5. The rescuer. This is the version of you that absorbs everyone else's chaos like a sponge, turning their emergencies into your unpaid overtime and their distress into your personal responsibility. This one has you convinced that if you stop fixing, people will leave, and if people leave, you will be alone with your own unexamined life. Exhaustion is not love, and sacrifice is not connection. Put down their weight, pick up your own, and trust that the people who truly care will stay without your constant labor. Number 6. The martyr of bad decision. This one has you wearing one old failure like a hair shirt against your skin, defining your entire identity by the moment you chose poorly. This is the version of you that wakes up every morning and reminds yourself of who you used to be, as if that single error erased every single good thing you have done in the past or since then. That version of you is dead, and you are only keeping the cups warm with repeated confession. Bury it properly and walk away from the grave. Number 7. The cool unbothered one. This is the version of you that pretends to not care so aggressively that the pretense becomes its own exhausting performance. This one has you checking your phone for reactions while casually saying it does not matter, refreshing notifications while claiming detachment. Wanting things is not embarrassing, and caring deeply is not weakness. Drop the sunglasses and let yourself be visibly, vulnerably alive. Number 8. The over-prepared general. This one has you planning for 47 disaster scenarios before you have even finished your morning coffee, convinced that if you just map out every possibility, you can keep yourself safe. This is the version of you that mistakes control for security and preparation for action. You're not getting ready, you're just frozen in a spreadsheet, waiting for a battle that never arrives on your schedule. Move forward without a full map and trust that you can handle surprises as they come. It is the only way forward. Number 9. The nostalgia addict. This is the version of you that peaked at 22 and has been mourning that peak ever since, measuring every new experience against a golden past that probably never existed the way you remember it. This one has you convinced that the best part of you are behind you, and all you can do now is look back with longing. That younger person is gone, and they would want you to have new peaks, not just replay their old ones. Let them rest and turn your face toward what is still unwritten. Number 10. The imposter with a mask. This one has you mirroring everyone else's energy so perfectly that no one in the room can see where you end and they begin. This is the version of you that performs likability at the cost of your own purse, smoothing over your edges until you become a reflection of whoever is standing nearby. Connection does not require sameness, and belonging does not demand invisibility. Take the mask off and let people meet the person who was always hiding behind it. You. 11. The Punisher. This is the version of you that we told to rest, joy, food, or love until you have sufficiently suffered to earn them, calling this harshness discipline and mistaking punishment for motivation. This one has you convinced that goodness must be preceded by pain and that you're not allowed to receive until you've proven yourself worthy. This is not ambition, it's self-harm, and it comes dressed in as professional clothing, which is why it took you until this video to find out about it. Let yourself receive what you have already worked for without the extra toil. Set yourself free. You're not cursed with labor. Number 12, the one who already gave up. This one has you sitting in the corner of your own mind, sighing heavily and muttering that nothing matters anyway, as if resignation were the same as wisdom. This is the version of you that quit before the game even started and now calls that quitting realism. Surrender is not the same as giving up. Surrender is releasing the need to control everything, while giving up is releasing the hope that anything could change. Try the first one instead and see what opens up. In summary, each version you stop performing for is a chain you break, and each chain you break returns a piece of your own energy to you so that you no longer waste your attention on performances that were never required in the first place. With this, the noise gradually quiets and the crowd of voices disperses, and what remains is not a perfect version of you, but a real one who is finally able to take a single step forward without 12 other cells pulling in 12 different directions. That is what being unstuck actually means. Until next time, bye.